Like I remember mine was just like pictures of Kanye West on there. Like, it was just like
That's about you just give, don't get one. You shut your mouth.
I have.
Is this how you review things? You just say the name of something and slap it in front of someone?
Oh, the site's been DOSed.
Well,
It's like, oh no, Terry, what have you done?
they accidentally programmed it wrong. They were like, oh god damn, I dropped one.
It's gonna go with you.
It is just,
Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to Inside a Podcast. My name's James, and I'm here with Rob and Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I was pulled into this podcast with pizza.
Hi, I'm Rob, and student University of South Wales doing this podcast.
Yeah, but Rob, you're also an intern at the Logic last year as well, aren't you?
Correct.
You've got a bit of security knowledge. Jack is just a mingy student.
I have no security knowledge whatsoever.
No security knowledge whatsoever. But yeah, it's a good point to bring up that we're all security students at the University of South Wales, and that's a good point. You guys doing anything currently? You on any projects? What about your dissertations? What's happening there?
Yeah, my dissertation is on biometric systems and if they're effective in a workspace or in a commercial kind of environment. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to end up designing a biometric system that's kind of effective in some way. So that's my kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
working
my
on.
main goal. Okay, what about you, Rob? What are you up to?
Currently main project, same as Jack, and obviously same as you, is doing a dissertation on how to set up and analyse malware in a safe environment and tricking it, and also been taking part in captured flag events.
Yeah, and there's another one by BT in a few weeks, isn't there?
Correct.
After Christmas, yeah, that should be
Been
good.
taking part of that one definitely. The last one I did was for Deloitte, and I'm also doing a little small one involving something to do with with NCC with their Ninja.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Jack, have you looked into that? The
No,
it's
not
Army
yet.
Ninja or something like that?
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
like
really
Ninja
good.
as
It's
well.
quite fun.
Oh, is it?
There's a lot of trivia at the start, so it's kind of nice to get into.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of like
Yeah,
demos. To
so
run.
it's like nice because it's not like one of these capture flags where it's just straight away, like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of really insanely hard sections. And
Yeah.
it's straight away just like, it leads you in nicely, which is, it's quite a nice approach to
Yeah.
it.
I think
I'll
it's
check it
something like
out.
the first question is like, what does NCC stand for, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of really nice, kind of get you in the flow.
I managed to handle the stress on that surprisingly well.
Especially as you were ill.
Yeah,
You were
surprisingly
like
ill.
ill all the way throughout. It was horrific.
And yeah, like it was crazy how ill I was, but
You did. You got a flag as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a
You
flag.
Did you got flags?
Yeah.
Oh wow, well
That's
done.
pretty good.
and yeah, it was but yeah, super ill.
Yeah,
Super
it was worth it. Yeah, Jack, you should have to try and do the BT one because that's going to be.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely check that out at some point.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm currently doing my dissertation on offender profiling. So kind of finding the motives of malicious actors, using kind of honeypot data and kind of using profiling techniques like the cyber kill chain, trademarked by Lockheed Martin, or just getting that out there. Just, don't sue us. It's thanks. And I was using a diamond model as well, and kind of using a few techniques I brought myself, which is quite cool.
There's did you say there's quite a few SANS related stuff as well?
Yeah,
Just
there's
like
some
a-
awesome SANS papers on kind of profiling. There's a good one. Oh man, what is it? I brought it up the other day. There's a part in one of the SANS papers. Hacking plus consent equals illegal. It's like, that is legit, guys. Well done.
That's amazing.
That's quite funny. Awesome. Yeah. So that's the three of us. Rob, Jack, and myself, James. Today we're going to kind of break this up. We've got a few sections we're going to do and kind of just do a general pilot to see how things go. First off, we've got kind of a news section. So we've pulled out a few things in the recent news in the past 2 months or so that we kind of thought, that's actually quite cool, and have a lot to talk about, which we'll bring up in a bit. We've also got a lovely product to review that was sent to us by the guys at, I want to say Apricon? Oh yeah, well, I think it's Apricon. Yeah, Apricon.
We're much well prepared in the future.
Yes, a lovely product that was sent to us by Apricon. That's super cool. I'm going to show it to these guys. I've looked at it before, but these guys are completely fresh, so we're going to see their take on it.
But they at InfoSec.
No, that was DataSure.
Because I remember I went and spoke to them about it, and they looked awesome, and I
Yeah.
spoke to them about it. So if it's roughly about the
It's
same
I
reason.
know nothing about these products, so it's going to be
So
really interesting.
We'll talk about it later, but it's a USB that's encrypted by 256-bit AES hardware
Yeah.
encryption, which is quite fancy, and it's also tamper evident. So if you try and take it apart
Oh,
and
yeah.
pull everything, it's covered in an epoxy resin, which is quite cool.
And it is
Get all gooey with you.
it is just one of those things you'd have in like a sock or like anywhere in the IT engineer. It just looks cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It just looks cool.
I'll show you later, but it's in like a super nice kind of metal case as well, so it kind of feels sturdy.
It'd be good to give our luck later and we'll talk
Yeah,
about
and
it.
then the prices vary. I mean,
Yeah, I was
that's
saying
not
about
good.
the prices would be
nice.
interesting going into.
Yeah.
'Cause
Great. So moving into the news articles then, did you guys look at this Facebook one? Where, what was it? I think it was last month, the Chief Security Officer at Facebook, Alex Stamos, noted that Facebook buy compromised passwords. They kind of hash them and then compare them against their pre-hashed passwords to make sure, I think it's quoted, the reuse of passwords is the #1 cause for harm on the internet. Did you guys see that? What do you guys
yes.
thoughts on that?
So I read something that they were comparing against how the ethical side of it all, saying like, is it ethical to be paying that? Because they were basically comparing it to like paying for ransomware. They were comparing,
exactly.
they were comparing
That's
that
what I
in
thought.
the same, which I thought was a good point because I get the one reason to why Facebook are doing it, because I guess it is covering them and other people, covering their users.
Yeah.
However, though, it is that ethical side of, if you're gonna pay someone to steal stuff for you, then
Yeah, it's like an
It's
incentive.
invested
You're like
in the
incentivizing them. Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's basically like eye for an eye. So it's just like we're doing good with it, although you're doing really bad. It's like eye for an eye type in a slight
Have
way.
you seen sites like Have I Been Pwned?
Yes.
So Have I Been Pwned does something similar, where they pretty much stockpile email addresses, kind of correlating
Mhm.
the two, against breaches. So if you put your email address into Have I Been Pwned, it will list all of the accounts that have been breached.
Oh,
for,
right, yeah.
which is quite interesting.
And it's I think for like our age group, I think like Last FM was the biggest, most popular one.
I had
Last
Adobe.
FM,
Adobe
yeah.
was a massive
Adobe.
one. Yeah.
But like what I like about having been pwned, it isn't just big companies. So like I think the biggest one that always has been is still not going is MySpace. Where it's like 300 million accounts. But what I like about them, they got big things like Ashley Madsen, Match, MySpace, but they've also got smaller ones. Like one company I found, I thought it was quite funny in a way, was cannabis.com,
Oh, right.
where they got breached and it was like all their activities and stuff like that. And I was like, it's pretty cool that they've got like a smaller company like that like I said, like
They're covering everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like I'm doing law right now for my coursework, and I've got it in my course. It's like a section basically saying the difference. Like people care more over this MySpace compared to people buying illegal drugs online. Is there a difference in morals and ethics there? That people are like, oh, I don't care. These people are getting poons because they're buying illegal narcotics, but it's really good. I like having poon. It's good.
Okay.
It's a good little site to
I
have.
was just looking at a few now. As you said, you have MySpace, top of them, LinkedIn, another good one, Adobe.
They also have like rumors as well. Like some of them
Oh,
are like
really?
yes, I think it's the flame.
Oh
So
yeah,
the flames
yeah.
next to it. I
Oh,
think
that's
that
quite
means
nice.
that it's not. It's like it's known because it's been on dump sites. However, it isn't. They haven't. The company hasn't confirmed it.
Saying Troy Hunt is the man behind Have I Been Pwned. Very nice site. So Jack, what's your views on the Facebook then? So Rob was saying it's kind of very kind of nearly human there.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's all for a good cause, obviously. I mean, they're testing your security. They don't want you to get hacked. Obviously,
Do
lots
the
of
ends
stories
justify
from
the means though?
that. Exactly. It's really odd. I find that they buy the passwords and then hash them themselves. That kind of defeats the whole purpose. You could generate your own passwords yourself and then hash them.
But then they wouldn't be known breached passwords.
True, but they are still buying them from an online black market.
You're
I really can't decide where I'm on with it. So I'm completely on the fence for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So-
if they went with the black market side, then obviously that's completely fine by me. Go for it, but
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of the incentive.
you're funding this
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing now.
So Rob, you saying you're on the fence as well? Maybe
I'm on the fence. I'm pointing more towards the sign of it being more bad because I understand like it's got like like the end justify the means. They're doing it for a good reason, but however, I reckon it is bad because they are, like I said, you're going to keep paying these people. I think the entire point of what people are trying to do these in modern days, especially government, is trying to stop black hat hacking and stop all this. Whilst Facebook are really encouraging it, it's like, okay, well, you've gone and done this is terrible. However, we'll still pay you. It like I said, it is on the fence. I'm going more towards the point they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But I think I also read a point that I think they removed the account that hasn't been fixed yet. Like if someone hasn't changed their password and they've informed them, I think it says on this
they maybe like sandbox it or something.
Yeah, they sandbox it and take it from the way for the public. It's still there. There's a way for the public eye.
Do you think it's kind of if you want to have a breached account that's password's been breached, it's kind of your decision?
Basically, yeah. Like, okay, I know, like it does sound stupid. That is true. It does sound a bit weird when you say that.
Yeah.
But it is a good point. Some people may not care.
Yeah, so it's kind of maybe forced security
Yeah.
versus just normal security. Okay.
Do you think a story like this still coming out about Facebook buying passwords has made the situation even worse? Like more people are inclined
Yeah,
to
'cause
get
now maybe
password
more
hashes
hackers
and
will
sell it.
get
Now they know that there's
yeah.
a market for it.
Well, that's what my point was when I was saying, like, you know, they're encouraging it. Now it's come out.
Exactly.
You know, like the government and everyone's trying to stop black hat hacking. Now people are just like, oh, if I break into all these sites now, I'm going to definitely get money off Facebook no matter what, because they're going to have them.
Is it even illegal? I mean, they're in possession of
That
stolen
was a
property.
point,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
what I was thinking. Is it?
Yeah, so someone brought up one of the articles we were reading that it is a possession of stolen property laws, but at the moment I don't believe passwords are covered in that. But it was similar to a key, right? Like if I steal your key and Rob buys that key off me,
Yeah.
it's possession of stolen property.
Exactly.
So
It's like, hey Jay, what's your password? And then goes and sells it online.
amazing.
Yeah, because AJ, I need your password, a bit short on money. I know Facebook will definitely pay me.
It's kind of like the next iteration of bug bounties, like
Yeah,
selling passwords.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
because like you know that's one thing I know this is maybe going a bit off topic. One thing I really loved about bug bounties was that it gave black hat hackers who I don't think half of them want to be black hat, half of them are just interested to become more grey in the area of that. Like you could be a black hat, try and get information, find these vulnerabilities, and try and make millions, but however could get a long jail time. Where you do grey hat hacking, where you can definitely make like a good, decent grand,
Yeah.
and it's all legal, and you're helping everyone out.
So
I quite
maybe
like that.
maybe the next stage is then instead of Facebook buying the passwords, to find a way to make it into a bug bounty scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
So like find a way to correlate these passwords, and then somehow integrate that. I don't know. I think that might be the best approach.
Yeah, or even like people saying like, hey, I managed to I was doing testing and I managed to find these passwords. Hey, here they are for free to try and like help other people rather than Facebook actually paying. Rather
So
than
maybe-
Facebook paying for them.
Maybe when LinkedIn is breached, instead of the hackers giving the passwords, LinkedIn give the passwords.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Stuff like that. Like all the social medias basically come together to look out for that type of stuff. That would be so much more ethical, I find, than paying
I think that's a nice middle
criminals.
ground. Yeah. Do you-
Yeah.
do you-
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Right. So moving on to our next article. Did you guys read this one?
I've been waiting for this one.
So this one was
I know stuff on.
This one was about the possibility of the US elections being hacked and what that meant for cybersecurity. If that meant that online polls needed to be checked or polling machines needed to be checked for malware. A great example that was brought up was kind of one of these websites brought up an example of how it could have worked. So this team could have come in well before the elections, compromised these machines, put malware onto them, and then could have sifted a few % of votes on each of these machines to what they wanted. So maybe they wanted Trump to win, or maybe they wanted Hillary to win. And they could have sifted these votes either way. And then they could have completely remained inactive up until the vote, and then it could have spread. Kind of like, I forgot what you call them, but the type of malware that does that. So it kind of waits and then enters action.
Yeah, waits to be dormant. Do you reckon, like, I know it's like really sophisticated piece of malware, but do you reckon that they accidentally programmed it wrong and they were like, oh god damn it, Trump won.
Landslide victory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like we did one mistake, you know, that one line.
Yeah, that was a 0, another 1. Oh,
Who
guys.
hashed
Yeah.
that one line out that said Clinton?
Just press enter and they just see the Trump post go up and it's like, oh
Oh,
no,
no.
Terry, what have you done?
Oh man.
Who put Trump in there? God damn it.
So it was also worth noting that actually this year has been kind of unprecedented for cyber attacks. So the amount of things we've had for even the Hillary Clinton email breach, that was the main one.
Yes, that was really bad.
And we've also got some campaign chairmen, private messages leaked, things like that. We've also had tons of cyber attacks throughout the year. So I don't think this as a whole is maybe too out of scope. Like I feel like
Yeah.
it's probable.
Nah, given the scope of everything. I actually have a news article here from a certain Julian Assange that
Okay.
says that the election hack was an inside job in North Russia. Apparently a person who works with WikiLeaks, I believe, is Mr. Murray, apparently doesn't have a first name,
Right.
says he knows who leaked them. He's met the person who caused this
Okay,
ordeal
interesting.
and stuff like that.
So what's that saying then? It's saying that the idea that the polls were hacked in someone's favour.
It was not an outside country, it was one of the parties,
Okay,
apparently,
interesting.
or some advocate of the party.
That's extremely believable as well.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's not like a shock and everyone's gonna go, what?
Yeah.
That's so believable.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the amount of attacks that people have thought are insiders, like the Ashley Madison hack.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was an insider.
Mm.
So going back to the government thing then, so do we think that this is plausible that it was hacked?
Oh, very plausible, because as you said, like there's a lot of like, there's always been a lot of like rumours about everything, like you have 9/11, you have different things like that, and some of them you hear some and you think it's so absurd. Like you said, there's loads of evidence within this election year that there's been so many, like you said, the email breaches. There's been so much going on that this is believable, and it's even more believable. It could be like an inside job rather than an outside company.
Yeah, and also looking at a link here, an article here that says that in 2014, during the presidential elections in Ukraine, attackers linked to Russia sabotaged the country's vote counting infrastructure. So it shows that it's been done before.
That is true, but you can't just say that's the only thing that probably was iffy about the whole election. The whole election system is relying on people, standard people, counting votes for someone they could or could not like, and then tallying them up and stuff like that. It cannot be the only thing.
That is actually a really good point. Because I remember when I had a job at one point of counting election papers in back home.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing like when it was around the time when UKIP were doing really well.
Oh right.
And I remember seeing so many of them, and I just thought I generally thought there was a bin right next to me, and I thought I could chuck a good portion of these away. And I generally thought that is something that could have happened. I was looking around me to see if I could see anyone going. But it was amazing. But as Jack said, it's a very good point, because like you said, there could be something like I could have been counting thinking I do not want my powers to get well, and chuck a ball.
There's a lot of stuff when it comes to election. So,
So maybe that just needs to be completely recalled then. Like the whole idea, like maybe we should just go, okay, well if it can be hacked anyway, let's just go to online. Like let's just completely do elections online, and then at least then we can focus completely security-wise in that one area.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than going, we've got people here that we need to look at, and we've got these systems here we need to look at.
It's more of a headache the way you're saying it. If it was all in one place, in one area, they can, like you said, they can focus all their time, their strength.
Why haven't they done that?
Well, it is quite vulnerable. Electronic is you've got DOS attacks. Like imagine one day, great, you can start applying to a vote today. Oh, the site's been DOSed.
Well, imagine if like we were saying, like there's a 0 day. And no one knows about it, and just someone who just maybe hated like Trump or Clinton would be like, oh, brilliant, I can now use my 0 day that no one knows about. And
or even worse, it's not a 0 day, and it's like the TalkTalk breach, where it's like, I just did 1 = 1, and so the database got leaked. So that's kind of what we're thinking on that. That's kind of interesting. What about our final article here then, which is on the UK and US government being able to track you. Information like email addresses, Skype, Facebook IDs, and all if you're just 10,000 feet above in an airplane. So that was quite an interesting article.
I thought it was cool.
I don't know much about this one actually.
But I was just going to say, like, it's really cool, and like Scott Edmund, like Edmonton Pine newspaper. I actually would like to know what his side of it rather than this bit. Like we were talking before about when we were off camera about like how it seems like this was more written around the scope of they don't understand it, but they got this theoretical thing. But I thought it was cool because, like you say, it's another reason to use airplane mode, which made me laugh.
Yeah, so that's an interesting point. The idea of you're kind of going security versus convenience.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm in my plane, if I'm in
hacking insider.
Yeah, hacking inside the plane. So if I'm in a plane, do I want to be going? Well, I need to be secure now, or do I want to go? Oh, actually, I just need to check that thing. Oh, I need to play that game, or like
exactly.
So you've kind of got security versus convenience there. There's a guy called Dan Gilmore that tweeted another good reason to use airplane mode when you're on a plane. That's interesting. You also had
definitely.
The way this was leaked was it was in one of Edward Snowden's documents, and in 2010 there was an internal NSA newsletter posted by, I want to say, Le Monde. Do you think that's how we'd say it? Le Monde?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was quite interesting. It kind of started with a riddle. And it said, what did the president of Pakistan, a cigar smuggler, an arms dealer, a counter-terrorism target, and a combating proliferation target have in common? The answer was that they're all using their everyday GSM phone during a flight. And I was like, well, that's quite interesting just to kind of say out of the blue. But what are your guys' views on this then? Are you going to continue to use your phones on airplanes? Are you going to use airplane
like you said, like at the end of the day, it's like it's your choice, and why should I have to put airplane mode on if I want? Why are they looking at it?
Is it a concern? Is it a concern?
It's definitely a concern in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not exactly doing anything illegal while I'm 10,000 feet up, but
Yeah,
you
but
know, it doesn't really affect me in any direct way. I mean, the government may know when I'm going, but if they want to see my trip to Florida, you know, good on them. It's going to be a very boring read, to be honest.
that is good because there's always that point of when people say like, well, I'm not doing anything illegal, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But you also got to think of the side. I'm not saying you got to go through the criminals,
It
think
can.
their little feelings. I'm saying like you got to think of another way of like maybe there could be a misunderstanding, like how they could track something, and it could be a complete misunderstanding. That person's then been violated their security.
So off that
Yeah.
point, there is a good quote from Edward Snowden that says, arguing that you don't care about privacy because you have nothing to hide is no different than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say.
Very good point.
It's a very quiet podcast if that was, if that was one of my stance
Welcome
on things.
to the Silence Podcast.
I bet he must be a great person to have a drink with. Like, I bet if you just were boring him, he'd just say that, look at you, and just
And
go,
just mic drop
Yeah.
and just leave. Yeah.
and then you just sit there awkward, and you're just like, so did you?
That's deep, man.
It's already people are surprised that the government can do this, but it's already possible to socially engineer your way of tracking someone in a flight. You can go onto flight radar and find exactly
Exactly,
where flights are.
yeah.
You can check people's Facebooks to see what day they're going
that's
out.
true.
Might be
Yeah.
able to find what flight they're on anyway, to be honest.
We use software-defined radios to do it. I think
Yeah, exactly.
Mark 5 did a lot of good stuff a while back with software-defined radios and tracking airplanes across America. Okay, so do we think it's not a concern then?
I find it concerning.
Okay, so we think it's a concern. So it's kind of, I guess it's then balancing that security versus convenience.
Yeah.
The idea
Yeah,
of-
yeah, true.
So maybe Jack views his convenience over security, while Rob, with his tinfoil hat, is in an airplane. Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's
Having a go at lectures,
Got
and they
tip
say,
phone.
can I please take your photo for the
Oh my
wall?"
god, yes.
Or arguably
Yes.
yes. People that
No,
I
you
don't-
can't have my photo because of reasons.
They actually have asked me, like, I think the lecture asked me today, is like, well, what's your main reason? And I was like, I don't have to have a reason. I just don't want my
you
picture
just
taken.
can't have my photo.
Maybe I'm very shy in doing this. Maybe I got a lot of offset issues. Don't take my picture.
It's like, who you selling it to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're selling it to Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Amazing. Right, awesome. Okay, so that's been our news segment. So, right, so the next segment of this is to look at the Aegis Secure USB 3.0. So this is the Aegis Aegis Secure Key, 256-bit AES encrypted USB flash drive, 480 gigabytes.
It's a lot of words.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
words. So that's the USB. This is the user manual.
Oh god.
Why is it?
Go.
Go? What? Okay, go.
I'm actually curious because I've never ever bought a USB with a like. I swear, like a USB just has like one user manual plug it in. It's like
Is this how you review things? You just say the name of something and slap it in front of someone?
Yes.
Well, basically,
Okay, so
what
what
it
is
is, he
it?
sat in his house. He went, I can't bother to read this. I'll give it to them.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do something
Let's
else.
do something.
Enter the series of numbers that you will wish for the admin pin to... Okay, we can't forget this, guys.
What?
I think it worked.
Oh.
Oh,
Did it?
I
Success.
think it worked.
I don't think they allow simple passes of 1, 3.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, the key is now in admin mode.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that mean?
You know, we say earlier, it's like your right to do what you want. Why was I want my password to be 1, 1, 1, 1?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I want my password to be
Yeah,
1, 2,
maybe
3,
I want
4.
my password to be broken in 10 seconds. That's not.
Okay.
But
I
it's
think it's time to say something positive, and straight off the bat, I lose USBs all the time, and this is a very chunky
Very
USB. I don't think I'm
chunky
going to
USB.
lose that anytime soon. Does it erase data if you put too many incorrect passwords in?
I think you can do that. You can change it so it does.
Okay, interesting.
Let's do
Oh,
that.
self-destruct.
Yay, settings.
I like
setting
that.
a self-destruct pin.
Now we're
Enter the
talking.
admin mode, which I believe we have.
Yeah.
Unlock +0 for 5 seconds. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
flash
I'm doing
it.
something. Enter the new self-destruct pin and press unlock. Let's make a self-destruct pin. Let's do 666. Get it?
I get it.
2 1
I don't
3
get
4
it.
5 6 3.
PC culture to hand, James.
Yeah.
The devil's not something to mess with. So just type it in now, is it?
Yeah, type that in. Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming that
Presumably
worked.
that worked.
It went green.
Would it be
Yeah.
better if we actually put a file in there
I was gonna
originally?
say,
And
let's now put a file on it on your
want
computer.
to do it on mine?
Yes. I'm going to hand that over to Jack, and then
Try it. Give me this.
What's the password? 76342.
Well, the case is really nice for it.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
The metallic feels and all that.
At this point, it's the only thing we can review because I can't get into the goddamn thing.
Okay, right, so I'm on my computer.
It's a good start.
Secure Key 3.0.
So far, we've got 250 odd gigs worth of free space
think,
for a manual.
I think it was just your computer, Jack.
Don't blame my Mac.
No, because to be fair
His
though,
feelings.
I'm going to get on my Matt hating spree here because I've got a thing against
You
Matt.
shut your mouth.
I have, but plenty of times my flatmate has tried to give me ebooks, and so many times he cannot copy over from the Mac.
So that's worked on my computer.
Oh, okay, maybe my
We've
Mac's...
made a file. So we did put it on self-destruct.
Yeah, funny.
Activated and the key is unlocked with the self-destruct pin. Unlocked with the self-destruct pin, the encryption key will be deleted. Okay. So if I unlock it with this, if I type in 666-2173, can do anything.
Wait, you've got to unlock it with a certain pin
Oh,
in
wait.
order for it to
It
erase
did it.
everything?
It did it. I think. Yeah.
So it's unlocked it, so.
Yeah. But I think
deleted
it's deleted everything on it.
But you have to only put that pin in for
Yeah,
it to
so it's like a
delete.
self-destruct pin.
Then they say delete the
Oh,
key.
yeah. Oh, no, it takes its place. Oh.
So then that becomes it. So it was unlocked.
666-2173. Hey. Yeah,
Oh,
it takes
that's
its place.
pretty-
That is kind of cool.
That
I
is
don't
kind of.
understand it. And
So maybe
they'd be in a
you've got,
hostage
like,
situation
yeah, like
and
a
they'd be like,
hostage
hold on, 647, done, you haven't got me.
Yeah, yeah, and then it all blows up. Okay, yes, that works.
Oh, how lovely.
So, that is the Aegis 3.0 Secure Key. What do you guys think?
I reckon it's pretty cool apart from the headache of trying to get to work.
There's a lot to remember, especially if I'm going to be lugging around this like booklet everywhere. But it's very chunky, so I'm never going to lose it. It's got a lot of memory.
I've narrowed down of pros. It does seem extremely secure. It's quite cool. It looks cool and it feels
Yeah, it
nice.
looks
That's
very
another thing I noticed, but I do check into the looks as well. Cons, don't be a Mac user and get one.
Don't be a Mac
Yeah,
user.
seems like
That's
you
about you just don't get one, you know. Just give them to me and
Yeah.
stop slating Macs.
Hate's gonna hate.
prove my point.
It's very good. It's just a bit tedious to use at first. You need to get used to it.
Yeah, if you're a person who's less rushing than us and sits down and reads the entire 20-page user manual that you do, you would probably be like going like, what are these guys doing?
Oh come on, who does that?
Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe if you did, you sat down and you read the instructions and you didn't kind of jump halfway in like I did,
Yeah.
then maybe you'd like
And you're going, oh, it's flashing green, now red, now blue, and we have no idea what any of these
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
The final section of what we want to talk about today, it's called the attention economy. And I wrote a few articles on Hack and Etc. about this a while back. And it's the whole idea of, currently on the internet, the main kind of economy, the main resource is attention. So there's a Black Mirror episode out. Do you guys watch Black Mirror?
No, I've not
I
seen
haven't watched it, but I heard apparently like all
It's-
little stories.
I haven't had
All
the
little
time.
stories, and it's very good.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend going in. It's very kind of thought-provoking.
Ooh.
For example, there was one, I won't spoil it at all, but there was one of the first episode, I think of the third season, is all about the attention economy. And it's all about this lady who is building her online profile, and it's all about, you're only allowed to do certain things if you have a profile above X likes and things like that.
Okay.
And it's quite interesting. So, but it all comes down to the attention economy. So things like likes on Facebook, retweets.
So this is actually a good point because I was about to bring up whoever remembers Bebo.
I never used Bebo.
I
Okay.
used Bebo, but I never
Did
used
you?
Neon Bebo.
So
I
I
knew everybody that was on it, but I never ever used it.
So I used it. I used to love it. It was just like your own little blog thing. Like I remember mine was just like pictures of Kanye West on there. Like, it was just like. But what I remember, because like at that age, I think like likes on Facebook weren't really the big things. I know now it's all like like I think most people out there would get annoyed if they haven't got more than like 50 likes on their profile.
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
But I remember Bebo used to do a thing called Love. When he sent me, I remember I had like 3 friends, all female, and they just randomly pop you up in the day going, hey, have you got like 5 love? Yeah, can you just send me all your 5 love? Because it was just a thing to be like I remember one of them actually wrote, oh yeah, blah blah blah, by the way, I have like over 500 love above. And it's just like, like in their mind, they made him like a really nice
Yeah,
person.
made him like a
Yeah,
celebrity.
but they were
yeah.
constantly asking, and I said, like, that is what I remember being the first, like, in my generation, being the first attention-seeking sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I think that's what the attention economy is about, isn't it? It's like attention seeking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know much about it, but one thing I do know is that with YouTube, they favour more of like a stable kind of viewer and attentionship. So like for someone, if you're on YouTube and you get like a big spike in views, that's not really favoured. When it comes to being paid by YouTube, it's favoured by the growth in subscribers and the frequency of uploads and the stability of the views you'll get.
Okay, so it's kind of different rather than kind of maybe other sites that value just kind of spikes or clickbait or things like that.
Exactly.
Okay, what are your guys' opinions on clickbait then?
Oh,
So
God.
pulling people in using, oh, you'll never guess what happened next, or things along those lines.
I hate them.
I
Hate them. It never leads to anything good. It's a trap hole.
Like, it's actually a really good point, right? But I'm going to bring it up, because it is a good point, is one of the South Park episodes on about that, about making the difference between news and an advert, and
Right.
clickbait is like ads. And that was, and you know, although South Park is one of the most crudest comedies out there, it had like such a good point in it all, because like people can't tell anymore the difference between news and an advert.
That's a good point.
And it's all about clickbait and all that. It was good. Like pushing stuff to people, like, you know, like you may have like a news article saying something like, you know, 30 refugees died. Or you can click on this clickbait that says Kim Kardashian's got a new plastic surgery. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. You've got to look at that.
Yeah, you look at both. Yeah, yeah.
You know, Kanye West
so
now
bad.
has blonde hair. Let's have a look at that. You know, that's clickbait. So it makes people go.
And it's so bad because the human curiosity, you always like end up clicking
Yeah,
on it. You
yeah.
cannot help yourself, even if you know it's going to end up in tragedy.
So there's an article here. It's called "How Google's Been Recording Your Conversations Without You Knowing." Would you say that's a
Ooh.
clickbaity title?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It depends. I
So-
haven't read the article yet.
So that's a good point. So actually, this is a Hacking Insider article
Okay.
that I posted back
Oh, those guys.
in 2016. Well, it's 2016.
It's still
In
2016.
July
Great.
of 2016. And actually, that was done. A lot of people on Google Plus commented back on that article, saying that it was a very clickbaity title,
Ooh.
and that actually the contents had nothing to do with Google tracking you, which isn't true because it does. But and that just goes to show that clickbait right now is people are kind of not afraid of it, but kind of don't like it.
It does get
maybe
annoying to a
okay.
point.
And I think that kind of bounces off the attention economy, where you've got to kind of maybe balance the idea of clickbaity titles, and also balancing that people don't like clickbait.
It's a necessity to some companies, though. It's a necessity to some websites and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of websites like College Humor or things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just the amount of clickbait that you'll find on those. There you go. So I just clicked on them now. We found Trump's cabinet job description.
Now, see, that makes me want to
That's-
click on that now.
Yeah,
see.
that's like, we should totally
I've
read
just
that.
gone
Yeah.
straight to YouTube trending, and the first one is this Phil's Last Christmas for EastEnders? And if that's not clickbait, then I don't know what is.
I think that is all we have time for
Is
today.
that everything?
Yeah, I think this is everything.
Wow.
So once again, this has been Insider Podcast with James.
Rob.
And Jack.
So thank you all for your time and for listening to the first and watching the first Insider Podcast.
Please stick with us, the rest will be better.